Good morning students. I am Savita Alfred. Welcomes you e-learning classes provided by St. Michael's Academy, Bettiah. Students, today I am going to teach you Standard 6 English Grammar Chapter 12 Verbs. So, let's start our chapter Verbs. So, students, what is a verb? A verb is a word or a group of words that shows what someone or something does, what happens to someone or something, or the state someone or something is in. So, a verb can show an action, an event, or a state. For example, he knocked at the door. In this sentence, knocked is an action word. The tree fell down with a loud thud. In this sentence, fell is an event. The children are sleeping. In this sentence, sleeping is a state. Children, you must remember one thing. All sentences must have a verb with a subject. But in some imperative sentences, the subject is implied and is not directly mentioned. So students, our next topic is object of a verb. A noun, pronoun or noun phrase that represents the person or thing towards which the action of a verb is directed or to which a preposition relates is called the object of the verb. And to find the object of the verb, ask yourself whom or what is receiving the action. The word that answers the question is the object of the verb. For example, Alice baked her mother a cake. Baked what? A cake. So the cake is the object of the verb baked. Now, second example is the teacher scolded the naughty child. Scolded whom? The naughty child. So the naughty child is the object of the verb scolded. Third example is my mother loves me. Loves whom? Me. So me is the object of the verb loves. Now our next topic is direct and indirect objects. In some sentences, the verb may have two objects, the direct object and the indirect object. For examples, he taught us English. Taught what? English. Taught whom? Us. The answer to the what question is the direct object. The answer to the whom question is the indirect object. Let's see next topic. Incomplete verb complements. For example, the boy walks, the rain falls. In these sentences, each of the verbs walks and falls is of itself the complete predicate of the sentence. Verbs which may be used as predicate without the aid of the other words are called verbs of complete predication. Let's see other examples. The boy is sick. The man looks tired. The dog seems cross. Rahul was pleased. Here the verbs is looks, seems and was require the use of other words in order to form complete predicates. Verbs which thus require the help of other words to form predicates are called verbs of incomplete predication. The words sick, tired, cross and please are the complements of the verbs with which they are used. A complement along with the verb forms a complete predicate. Like the boy is sick is incomplete predication. So sick is used to complete it. So it is a incomplete predication. So students, our next topic is subjective and objective complements. To understand subjective complements, let's take an example. The mayor is angry. In this sentence, the word angry tells us something about the subject, the mayor. So angry is a subjective complement. Now, to understand objective complements, let's take another example. The mayor made Sandeep the police commissioner. In this sentence, the word police commissioner tells us something about the object Sandeep. So, police commissioner is an objective complement. Now, students, our next topic is auxiliary and main verb. So, what are main verbs? Main verbs are those which can function alone in a sentence. They are also referred to as full verbs. For example, she shared her secret with me. I called her yesterday. In this sentence, shared and called are main verb because they function alone in these sentences. Now, what are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are those verbs that often function as helping verbs for the main verbs. There are three primary auxiliary verbs: be, have, do. For example, he is not listening to me. Here is the helping verb for the main verb listening. She has left for Lucknow. Here has is the helping verb for the main verb left. Primary auxiliary verbs also function as main verb. They are brothers. She has a big house. Here are and has are verbs which function as main verbs. Now let's know about modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries can function only as helping verbs and include the modals can, would, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must and ought to. They cannot stand alone in a sentence. For example, you may go now. Here may is used as helping verb for the main verb go. Let's see next example. I will come tomorrow. Here will is used as helping verb for the main verb come. Now students, let's see our next topic, finite and non-finite verbs. So what are non-finite verbs? Non-finite verbs are those which retain the same form whatever the subject or time of action may be. For example, swimming is a good exercise. Next example, many people enjoy swimming. In both sentences, swimming does not change. It remains the same. So, it is non-finite verb. Let's know about finite verbs. Finite verbs are those which change their forms with numbers and tense. For example, she plays chess. Second example, they play chess. And third example, we played chess. In these sentences, play verb is changed according to number and tense. So, this is finite verb. Now students, we will do exercise I. Underline the two objects in these sentences and identify the direct and indirect objects. Number 1, she sent her friend an email. So in this sentence, her friend is indirect object and email is direct object. Likewise, others have been done for you. So students, today I have taught you chapter 12, verbs. I hope you have understood it. So write down the definition of verb and write down all exercise in your book and copy. Thank you.